Hello everybody, and just here, and welcome back to Shield Hero Season 2, Episode 8. Um, we are in another world, like second level deep, because Naofumi was transported to his world, and now he's been transported to another world within the same multiverse kinda deal. Is Japan also is our like world and all those different Japans also parts of this multiverse? Can there be waves on Earth? That's actually an interesting question, isn't it? Or is it like two separate multiverses? A multiverse where waves don't exist and they take heroes from, and a multiverse where waves do exist and every universe within that multiverse takes heroes from that other multiverse. A theory of multiverses? I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Can there be waves on Earth? Can there be heroes on Earth? Like vassal weapons and whatnot, right? Well, regardless of that, in the last episode, Naofumi finally got fully into this other world because initially they were transported to some weird, endless labyrinth that turned out to not be quite endless because they very quickly got out of there. They met another girl there whose name eludes me right now, but I will remember it very shortly. And one interesting tidbit I heard that Raphtalia isn't supposed to be here. That it's an anime original thing that Raphtalia is here. It was supposed to be just Naofumi and Rishia, and they were supposed to have, like, work through their relationship, quote unquote, because they were the only ones here, or something along those lines. And apparently, like, I don't know the details, right? I avoid spoilers at all cost. I don't know the details, but apparently, Raphtalia being here changes a lot, like a lot, to the point where they will have to find some anime original way out of the hole they dug themselves into. And that kind of makes me scared, to be perfectly honest with you. Now, I understand why the decision was made. Now, it probably was made by the suits at the very top, not by the actual crew that makes this anime. Because now Fumi himself isn't all that compelling, and Rishia isn't that much of a wife when we need waifus. Waifus sell this show. Raphtalia, people watch it for Raphtalia. Raphtalia must be everywhere at all times. There cannot be a waking moment without Raphtalia on the screen. I can see their thought process, and there is some logic to that, but by doing it, you're alienating the viewer base that watches it because they read the manga or the light novels and they love them, so they want to see them animated. Sure, you might be appealing to a whole bunch of people who are watching it for the waifus, but isn't it more important to appeal to your core audience? That always strikes me as odd when creators of whatever show or piece of media or something do not cater to their core audience. They cater to someone else completely, very often someone completely made up. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we're gonna have to see how it goes exactly. Right, the new girl they met is a hero, a hunting hero, and they got out of that labyrinth by just glitching under the map, essentially. I it kind of struck me at odd initially, like in the first season, that it doesn't seem this world is all that gamified. Like they don't have infinite storage and whatnot, but they still have those menus. But maybe it is gamified, since you can just clip under the map. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, but it is what it is, and we have to deal with it somehow. So, right now, since not much of importance really happened, not much worth mentioning happened in the previous episode, I'm just gonna start this one. And my cat just woke up, and she will just walk across the desk very, very soon. And hopefully, she won't mess with the camera. But until she does it, I'm gonna give you your subs and myself my sound, and we're just gonna have to watch this episode and see what happens, right? So, Tate no Yusha no Nariagari Season 2, Episode 8, version by subs, please. As usual, it's gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, we are at this weird place now. Oh, right, and Raphtalia has reverted to her child form because everybody's level was reset. And that's just some ice latte. With oat milk. Yeah, it seems to be a whole another country. Yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't be any issue if they had Philo with them, but alas. Can Naofumi craft that tool by any chance? For revenge? Interesting. Fast travel with dragon hourglasses. Hmm. Sounds like a plan. Where'd your armor go now, Fumi, by the way? I mean, at least you have experience, so you're in a much better situation than you were initially. But yeah, seriously, where the fuck did his armor go? Did he just leave it behind? Did his armor also. Oh, there was something about how he can't use his armor because of the new level difference? Something like that? Did he ditch it though? They don't exactly have any bags on them, so it's not like he took the armor with him. When he goes back to original world, is he gonna get himself a new armor or something? That his existing armor has like a piece of the dragon crystal within it. You can just ditch it. It's not regular everyday armor. Hmm. Right, her name is Kizuna, isn't it? I think it is Kizuna. Okay, show me what you got. Elves? Is it the first time we see elves? So, Therese, yeah, Therese. Ghost people. Glass. Okay, so now we know why she reacted so badly at having her mana sucked out. Yep. Hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Didn't Glass drink some mana potion though? I think Lark threw her a mana potion. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. You have something like that in your world. Makes sense to try to use it. Hangi. You got something to sell? Where are you keeping them? You have storage? Healing potions? Oh, is it something they don't have in this world? And that's why they think spirit people cannot restore their power. But now Fumi's world has it. Okay, makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Interesting. She doesn't like ginger or something? Oh, she wants more food. Okay, how soon is Raphtalia gonna be back to her old self? A masked merchant! Whomst? Oh, Raphtalia. Doing the nya gesture. There we go. And he's gonna make even more money. I'm guessing it's not actually that hard to produce. Probably. Although she's a vassal hero, not a uh, core hero, or whatever the name is. What? They can level up by consuming consumables from the other world? Okay, that's an interesting concept. That's a very interesting concept. $30 more? Oh? Oh? Ah, okay, everything was planned. Oh, you sly dog, you. Okay, new armor. Japanese armor. Oh, it gives you enough stats. High defense and whatnot. Of course, he's talking about stats. uh, I'm really glad that he still cannot see Raphtalia as anybody but his daughter. I really like it. I really like how there hasn't been any sort of a romantic subplot yet. Very rare in an isekai show. Hmm. Oh, Genius Mage. Could it be the book dude? I have a suspicion it might be book dude. The book dude. Or not. Whomst? Who the fuck is he? Yeah, my question exactly. A front for the book dude? Or another one of the vassal heroes? Yeah, there was a VIP on site. Either disguised Kyo or someone who's working with Kyo? Question, is this snow a natural occurrence, or is it something caused by some supernatural phenomenon? Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, she's a kid after all. Not gonna be easy to travel in a blizzard like that. Yep. Very interesting limitation. Again. 9 days? 6 days. Okay, yeah, they spent a little bit of time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. More like a dagger right now. Tanto, I guess. I am your Tanto, Naofumi-sama. Yep. Okay, I was about to ask, can she just go alone and everybody else will warp with her? No, there's not. The hourglass was taken for the experiments, or moved, or something like that. I guess her small stature gives her additional, like, nimbleness. It is. Yeah, it can't hurt humans. But it can hurt buildings. Okay, what the fuck happened to the hourglass? Yeah, just kick in every door. Yeah, he can still attack. The something hero, I'm assuming. Or is it Kyo? No, it's someone who cooperates with Kyo. Yep, okay. Yeah, it's mutual. Did you not hear that he's a hero? She's just gonna Spider-Man her way from ground level up somehow, or rather from ground level up and then up. Yeah, whatever. Oh, so that's how they're gonna separate Raphtalia from them. Kyo! Can't. Yeah. So I can watch your despair as you lose her. Yeah, exactly. Hmm. But I can stole them. Okay. Okay, so the rest of the season will be trying to save Raphtalia. I'm assuming that's what they're going for here. Huh. It's an interesting change they made. Because, yeah, as I mentioned, from what I understand, in the source material, Raphtalia just didn't teleport with them, or rather, she teleported somewhere else while they teleported into the Infinite Labyrinth. Hmm. I guess they did it this way, the anime original way, to give Naofumi more of a drive, kinda sorta. Because if Raphtalia didn't teleport with them, yeah, if Raphtalia didn't teleport with them, Naofumi would still have the hope that she's just somewhere else and that they can find her and that she's safe and whatnot. But here, it's his enemy that takes Raphtalia away from him, takes something dear to him away from him. We get even more of a parallel to the first season. Okay, I understand why they did it. I fully understand why they did it. Yep. Let's go through this episode again, shall we? Full screen and let's roll. Kizuna is really useful, really handy to have around, isn't she? You can just climb any wall and whatnot. And yeah, Naofumi does actually treat Raphtalia the way he used to treat her at the very beginning. Which again plays into Naofumi's newfound rage and newfound hate. Because it's not adult Raphtalia who gets separated from him in under unknown circumstances, and she might very well be perfectly safe. It's child Raphtalia who he treats like his daughter, his longest companion, the person he trusts the most. She was taken from him, not just happened to teleport somewhere else, she was taken by force and by subterfuge from him by his enemy, by his nemesis, by his antagonist, who's already threatening to destroy his world, and now he's taking Naofumi's companions. The way of doing this, and the fact that they had ample time to kinda, play around a little and have some food together, and Raphtalia was all happy and smiling and blushing. She was fighting in the snow, and it was all oh happy days, and it was taken from him. It really gives much more significance, much more power to the act than her just not teleporting with them. Actually, if the source material genuinely was, and feel free to tell me how it went down in the comments, as long as you don't spoil me anything, you can put your clarifications in the comments or in my Discord server or wherever you want. If the source material, if in the source material it really was that Raphtalia just happened to not teleport with them, I kinda prefer this anime original way. I honestly kinda do. It has much more impact. I very rarely say that an anime original way of doing something that was done differently in the manga is actually in the manga or in the light novel is genuinely better, but I think this is like genuinely more powerful. And I don't say that often because it's not often that it happens. Very often the anime original changes they make to the source material are absolute garbage. Like Raphtalia refusing to kill that fat dude in the first season. But in this case, I actually prefer the anime original way. But yeah, that happens at the end of the episode, so let's just go through the episode from the very beginning. Interesting that dragon hourglasses work differently between worlds, and this dragon hourglass also looks different. The hourglasses in Naofumi's world are pink, if I'm not mistaken. This one is teal. Yeah, we can warp. Elves, grass people. Of course, they have some dumb name for elves. Why not? If they have dwarves, they're probably like earth people or rock people or just rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Everybody has Rock's face. That's how you can tell that someone is of the Rock race. Grass people, jewel people. Interesting. And spirit people. So Naofumi's world has demi-humans, and Glass's world has spirit people and jewel people and grass people, and perhaps even other races. very interesting to see how many differences there are between the worlds. It's not just a parallel universe in the sense that it's the same, but with just some minor differences. No, it's like a genuinely very different world, whole different races, right? Yeah, explains why the Soul Eater shield hit her so hard. But I was confused initially why, yeah, they can't, regenerate their energy by any other means except natural. But Lark tracked her a potion and she drank that potion and she was fine. But it explains later, and I like this explanation, that items between those worlds are different. Perhaps you genuinely can't even craft those soul soothing potions in this world. There's no recipe to craft them because there's no herbs to craft them with or something like that, right? It's something exclusive to Naofumi's world. I wonder if what we're going for eventually is the feeling, the vibe that both worlds can help each other out. Huh? Naofumi's world has something that can help spirit people of Glass's world. Maybe Glass's world has something that can help demi-humans of Naofumi's world. Maybe in Naofumi's world there is some incurable disease that Glass's world has a treatment for. Maybe in Glass's world there is some food shortage that can be solved by crops from Naofumi's world. Oh, it would be so cool if it actually was going this way. I'm gonna note it down, just in case. In my blue plate notebook, review Starlight Shield Hero. There we go. Uh, two worlds can help each other. Soul soothing potion for spirit people, something in the other way. Hopefully, I will remember what I meant by it when the time comes for the payoff. Okay, the monsters are a new weapon. It wouldn't surprise me. And yeah, they're trying to research teleportation technology. That's interesting, and I like it. I really do like it because if in your world you have some magical mumbo jumbo thingamajig that can teleport people around, it's like no brainer that you try to figure out how exactly it works and you try to replicate it. If in our world we had magic obelisks scattered around that people with, I don't know, ginger hair can use and nobody else, and those obelisks instantly spawn a jug of water once a day when touched. Or, something like it, something perfectly mundane, not even on the level of teleportation. We'd be trying to research the fuck out of it. Tell me we wouldn't. So it makes sense that there's finally someone who's trying to research how that works. Now, Fumi's world was trying to replicate the weapons themselves. This world is trying to replicate the teleportation technology. I like it. I really do. Very often in all sorts of media, all sorts of types of media, Not even just isekais, but even fantasy, anime, visual novels, light novels, manga, what have you. There is some ancient technology that works and is super powerful and super useful, and it's been that way for thousands of years, and nobody's really trying to understand it. Nobody's trying to replicate it. Nobody's trying to do anything about it. The most they do is like build a shrine around it and call it a day. It makes sense to research it. I'm glad to see it. I really am glad. Hangi need money. Yeah, Kizuna was able to sell some items of hers and enter soul soothing potion. Who do you think I am? He's a very sly merchant. He's back to his merchant ways. Oh, masked, mysterious merchant. Yeah, I like no wonder that the spirit people would be fighting each other over just a chance at getting a bottle of it. It is in limited supply, hard to find and produce. How hard exactly? That's what I want to know. Because Naofumi just casually popped it out of his shield. Does he have a limited or unlimited amount? No, does he have a limited amount of them? Also, I think his shield actually does have storage capabilities. So he probably is storing his armor in his shield, isn't he? Yeah, I think there was a mention in like the first season that shields can store items when they were exchanging information about weapons, right? The different ways that weapons can evolve and improve, and that they can store items. Yeah, okay. I stand corrected. Stand corrected, he probably has his armor inside of his shield. I can take down monsters easily. Yeah, they're trying to level up. It's not getting any XP. Probably because they are heroes, but oh no, they are both like not core heroes. What's the name? Like the big proper heroes. Now the vassal heroes or 7-star heroes or what have you, they're like proper summoned heroes. Not like Kyo, not like 7-star heroes, right? Okay, so it would make sense. But interesting that it works across worlds. That a hero from one world can prevent a hero from another world from getting XP. Interesting that they can get XP by using each other's consumables, but kinda don't understand why they just didn't start using each other's items like the entire day to power level. Just grab some herbs, craft something, give it to Izuna. Uh, Izuna, not Kizuna. Kizuna I, that's the VTuber. Izuna. Have Izuna kill a rabbit, make rabbit steak out of it, give it to Naofumi to eat, and he gains XP, and you know? Or did they actually do it in like source material in the light novel or in the manga? That they genuinely spent a day just crafting and using each other's consumables. Auction. Hmm. Uh, I'm kind of not getting why the necessity of tripping her and shattering the bottles. I guess it is to raise the price of the last remaining bottle, but you could have just sold them all instead. I mean, the one bottle was sold, like someone bought it. So why try to raise the price and on everything but that single bottle? He looks very detailed compared to the others. The necktie, the string strap thing across his chest. I wonder if he's gonna appear again. Okay, yeah, he was just trying to raise the price of the last bottle. Question is, wouldn't he have gotten more money if he was just selling the bottles at an auction? Like you sell 9 bottles for 10 silver, you get 90 silver, versus selling the last bottle for 80 silver, right? Besides, he would eventually get to the point where he genuinely has the last bottle because he sold all the others, and he could have driven the price of that last one however much he wants. I'm kind of not getting the reasoning here. And yeah, happy days spent with Raphtalia. Just walking around, observing, bickering, head patting, playing in the snow, and then it was taken from him. Ha! Who's he? He also some sort of a hero? Some sort of a vassal hero? And that's his team? A katana hero, maybe, or something like that? Who believed you could do it? Those two definitely seem like his party members, not just random guards. And who else would have party members except a hero of some description? Okay, I need to screenshot her face. It's not that it's bad, it's just wonky in a good way. Wonky in a good way. For the first time in the history of this season, there's a wonky face, but wonky in a good way. Yeah, playing in the snow, good memories. Naofumi is happy. They're eating together, they're laughing together. I'm your sword, I will protect you no matter what. And having a good laugh. You're my sword. Don't worry about the thing when you fight. I will protect both of you. He restated, he renewed his oath, his promise to forever protect them. If Raphtalia is his sword, then he's Raphtalia's shield that will protect her from everything, and he couldn't do it. And he couldn't do it. Oh, that hits so hard. I like that Kizuna came up with the idea to uh, she can't damage humans, but she can damage buildings. I wonder if she's actually gonna utilize like environment and environmental hazards in her combat, right? For example, could she hook a stone, a piece of rock, a chunk of rubble or whatever with her fishing rod and just chuck it at people? Either just throw it, use it as a slingshot, or just, make a makeshift mace out of her fishing rod and a piece of rock and just pummel people with it. She's technically not hitting them with her weapon, she's hitting them with a chunk of rock, right? Hmm. There's a lot of questions around the weapons, and I like it. I like the mystery. Splitting up because, of course, they are. Naofumi can still fight because the pretense of his shield being purely defensive has been gone long ago. A little Raphtalia with her little Tanto. And of course, it was a trap. And of course, he's working with Kyo. Oddly enough, he doesn't seem to know that Naofumi is a hero. Because he's shocked that Naofumi was able to repel all of them. Was he not told that Naofumi is a hero? Or did he simply not know that Naofumi is this powerful? This is kind of odd. She starts at ground level, then hooks to the ceiling, and she's suddenly like high up, pretty much under the very ceiling. Like, how did she teleport vertically up? Did she manage to jump this high? I don't know. Little thing, not really worth mentioning, but I couldn't help but mention it. Interesting that the teleportation aura just disappeared around Raphtalia. Was this the actual purpose of the research of teleportation? How can you control who can teleport and who cannot? Because if you can control it, if you can control something that heroes use extensively, you control the heroes. If you don't like someone, you can just stop them from being able to teleport. You can extort them very easily. Interesting. I need to know how I want to know how exactly Kyo managed it, though. The power of the hourglasses, be it in this world or in Naofumi's world, always seemed very, how should I say it? Very ancient, very endemic, very ingrained. Something that nobody can quite understand. They can use it for the purpose that it was meant, but they can't exactly influence it. And here it is, Kyo influencing the Dragon Hourglass to not teleport Raphtalia. Huh. Very interesting how it happened. Very interested in how it happened. And of course, Kyo is antagonizing Naofumi even more. Yeah, you can't cancel it. Why do you think I'll let you keep her? To take her from you, to inflict pain upon you, to watch you rage, to watch you hurt, to see that look on your face. Twisted with rage and despair. Problem is, yo, my dude, my book dude, you don't want Naofumi raging. That was your mistake. You don't want him raging. And he antagonizes him even more. I'm taking her for experiments. I'm not just jailing her, I'm not just keeping her from you. No, I'm going to do mad science on her. And you can't do shit about it. And then he gets that speech from Raphtalia. How much she appreciated that she was reverted back to her child form. How much she appreciated all the gestures that Naofumi made. The head patting, the carrying and whatnot. And she turns around with tears in her eyes saying, I'll be your sword until the very end. And then she rushes into a losing battle. Underleveled. Without Naofumi's protection. With just a shitty tanto in her hands. And Naofumi disappears. And he cannot help her. And he doesn't know what happens. Because he's in a whole another country right now. He has no clue what happens. If Raphtalia won, he doesn't know. If Raphtalia lost, he doesn't know. If she died, he doesn't know. If she's being experimented on, he doesn't know. If she's being tortured, he doesn't know. If she's escaped, he doesn't know. The uncertainty. After she's been taken from him, there's the added uncertainty of what exactly is going to happen to her. Much more powerful, much more impactful than just having her not teleport in the first place. I like it. I like an anime original change. Call me a madman, but I like an anime original change to the source material. I can't believe my own words, but I genuinely like it. What can I say? And it is again a parallel to the first season, where everything, quote unquote, everything is taken away from him. In malice, no less. Full malicious intent. Oh, I'm super excited for what's gonna happen. For like one of the very few times that I've been excited watching this season of Shield Hero. Holy shit. I don't know what else to say. Next episode, Humming Fairy. I'm genuinely excited for the next episode. We're going to see Naofumi revert back to his old self, to his old, brooding, angry, hurt self on a quest for revenge. We know how he reacted in the first season whenever someone threatened to take Raphtalia from him, whenever someone made an attempt. He will stop at nothing. Now, it's kind of, well, not a cliche, but what I wanted to say, now it's personal. Now it's personal. It used to be that Naofumi just came into this world to save his own world, essentially, because Kyo is putting it in danger, and he has an obligation to save his own world, and that's why he's facing against Kyo for his world, out of his feeling of obligation, essentially. That he's a hero, and as a hero, he needs to save his world. It wasn't personal. Now it is. Because Naofumi is very much the kind, or at least he wants to be portrayed as the kind of a person who says, fuck the entire world, I will protect myself and mine. If push comes to shove, if like Naofumi's world was on the brink of destruction, and Naofumi had a choice either to fight and inevitably die for his world, or just run to Glass's world and with Raphtalia and with everybody and save them, he'd make the choice to just run, or at least to put Raphtalia and everybody else in that other world, and he himself would maybe stay, maybe not. Not entirely sure about that. He really prioritizes his own team, especially the people who he trusts, because trust is extremely important to him. And since it was about the world, Naofumi would probably not have minded to just, I don't know, capture Kyo and give him to Theresa and Lark to deal with. Just take away his weapon and they can jail him and keep him in jail and maybe in the Infinite Labyrinth or something, right? And just, very casual way to go about Kyo's transgressions. Now, Kyo dies. Just he dies. He's dead. He's dead. He's a dead man walking. There's no stopping now. Because now it's not only personal, it's Raphtalia personal. The most important person to Naofumi was taken away from him with full malicious intent. And there's a time limit. I wonder what's Naofumi gonna do. Oh, I wonder. He's gonna have to travel back to this country. Although, will Raphtalia still be there? Seeing how Kyo has pretty much full control over the teleportation, seemingly, she can be anywhere where a dragon hourglass is. Hmm. We don't know where Slark and Therese. We still don't know where Philo is. Now it's Naofumi, Arishia, and Izuna. I don't know where exactly it's going, but I know we're going to see the Rage Shield. That much I'm absolutely certain of. I initially wasn't quite sure where this arc is going exactly. Like, sure, it was supposed to go in the direction of trying to take down Kyo. Okay, I lied. I thought I knew where this arc is going. Stopping Kyo from destroying the world. But now it's switched direction. It's not just stopping Kyo from destroying this world, from destroying Naofumi's world. It's getting to Kyo to get Raphtalia back, to get revenge, and to ultimately, as a side effect, stop Kyo from destroying the world. I like it. I like it. That today's episode was like the first episode where I was genuinely like hyped for it, where I genuinely loved it through and through, because there was the setup of, happy life with Raphtalia, and then there was the payoff and the break at the end. There was some hope also. Also, right? There was happiness, happiness, happiness. There was some hope near the end that they will escape, and then a massive crash. A roller coaster of emotions, wasn't it? Yeah, that's genuinely the first episode of this season of Shield Hero that I genuinely not just liked but loved. Back in form. And with anime original material no less. Crazy. Absolutely mad. I guess with that I'm just going to end it. So end this episode, not I'm not going to analyze myself. I'm just going to end this episode. But you guys, you tell me down in the comments, what did you think of this episode, of the changes it made to the source material? Do you like it better, or do you still like the original way of handling it better? I'm in the anime original camp in this way, but maybe you disagree with me. Leave your comment down below, or tell me about it on Discord. There is a Shield Hero channel that you can join, and we can talk about it in depth, in detail. What did you think of my reaction, of my theories? As long as you keep it spoiler free, it's fine by me. If you want to add some detail that was there in the source material but was omitted in this episode, please do feel free. I'm leaving it at your discretion, that you will not spoil me anything. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, but tell me why so I can improve. Subscribe to the channel to be notified of future releases, not only Shield Hero but also Skeleton Knight in Another World, Shokei Shoujo Virgin Road, what else? Review Starlight, Spy X Family, and Symphogear G. Symphogear G in particular, episode 11, just today released on Patreon, and on YouTube you can only see up to episode 9. So if you want to watch it early, that's where you can do it. And yeah, you can support me on Patreon, link in the description. For $10 a month to get early access to non-seasonal shows like aforementioned Symphogear or Review Starlight, and for just $1 you get a role on my Discord server that gives you access to a Patreon-only channel where I post some sneak peeks and whatnot. And if you want to support me non-monetarily, you can of course do so as well by just sharing my videos, sharing my content, spreading the word, because the grapevine really matters a lot in getting a reach on YouTube, and I appreciate every time you share my video with someone, because that's one more viewer added. And what else? I think that's it. Like, follow, subscribe. comment, Discord, Patreon. I shilled everything I needed to shill. So now that's gonna be it from me for today. As always, do all the good stuff. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you are my Patreon supporter, you also get a place in the credits.